Go. God, you drive around. Don't think I don't know what you're doing driving around in your cute little brown truck with your brown shorts, leaving packages wherever you want. You think you're so funny? Let me tell you, you're not funny, Mr. UPS man. And another thing,
What is up? Welcome to HotMakes right here on the Edge of Tech, where we aim to educate and entertain the maker community. My name's Nerdy J. This is the Pooch, Mr. UPS man. What's up, Pooch? How you doing?
I'm not a UPS man. Never will I be a UPS man. You couldn't pay me enough money, son. But if I was, I'll tell you, I would do a much better job.
What did they do now? Last week it was in your driveway.
He's watching me right now. I see you, Wayne. I know you're out there.
Wayne. I love it. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. Pooch, tell them what we're here for. What do we do?
We are here to educate and entertain the maker community with our amazing review show of all the hashtag HotMakes you submit to us every week. We love seeing you guys, your shining faces. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for taking time out of your otherwise busy Monday, I am sure. I'm pumped, man. We got a good show tonight, Jim, huh?
Man, I am pumped as well. I had a nitro cold brew about an hour ago, and I am jacked up for tonight's show. We got all things Torture Toaster tonight. We are doing a little contest. We're going to do the smallest, the nicest, and the largest torture toasters. They're going to get a $50 gift card to Amazon courtesy of Thangs. So that is going to be pumping. Yeah, we love Thangs. Also, we got 2 rolls of PETG courtesy of Green Gate 3D. We'll give that away towards the end of the show as well. We've had a really cool run of guests on the show, but tonight, two. But tonight we have Joel Telling, the 3D printing nerd, right?
Oh,
it's your buddy.
Gosh. Big night.
Yeah.
Big guest. Big giveaways.
I love it. We're going to have fun. Did you watch any of his videos lately?
No. Does he do videos?
Oh, yeah. He does that now. It's not just
he's on TikTok, right? I've seen him talk about the TikTok.
I love it.
He's hanging out with all the millennials.
The millennials on TikTok. Hey, real quick, if you have not posted your Torture Toaster, you need to hit us up on Twitter ASAP. Hashtag HotMakes, hashtag Torture Toaster. And before the contest starts, if anyone posts right now until about 30 minutes from now, we're going to have Geary in the background collect those extra ones that we didn't see already. So if you have not posted, get that done. Also, if you want to win that filament, click the link in the description. In a couple minutes, you're going to see a Nightbot. Oh, you just saw it, actually. A Nightbot says enter the giveaway. Enter on that form. If you don't enter, you can't win the filament at the end.
Got to play to win. Got to play
to win.
First, everybody needs to do their homework, though. So let's. It's good to see you. First of all, if you're new, you don't know who Geary is. Geary is our AI system that Jim programmed and continues to reprogram. He pops in every once in a while, says hi. Sounds like a little cute little robot. Looks like our version of Clippy. I don't know. Geary, you there? How you doing today, Geary?
Did you see he went rogue?
Yeah.
He went rogue and created a Twitter account. I don't even know what's going on. Him and Clippy were fighting. It's
I'm telling you, this is how Skynet all got started, man. This is where he's running wild now. Gary, how you doing this week?
I'm doing all right.
Okay.
Ready to take over the world, you know.
What's your plan for world domination next? You gonna take over Instagram?
No, just Twitter. I should be able to take over the world through Twitter
Just Twitter. That's all it takes.
Yeah. The past like 40 years is a pretty good indication of that.
What about TikTok? You're not gonna go hang out with Joel over on TikTok?
All
right, go away.
That's a no. That's a no.
Even Gary's concerned about security with TikTok.
With TikTok? Yeah. I love it. Well, I tell you what, let's not waste any more time. We got an amazing guest tonight. Joel Telling, the 3D printing nerd's here with us. What's up, Joel?
What's up? How's it going?
The man that needs no introduction, but still we'll give you the opportunity. Introduce yourself for the good people that might not know you, Joel.
Sure. My name's Joel. I make videos on TikTok.
Yeah,
allergy season too.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness. No, I try to inspire and educate on the YouTube platform with fun and educational videos. I try to inspire. I like to make cool stuff, and I like to show off cool stuff.
Well, how long have you been doing that now?
6 years, man.
6?
Wow.
Years.
6
Has it
years.
been 6 years?
Moly.
It was 6 years as
a lot of damage.
That is a lot of damage. It was 6 years as of the 3rd, I think. It was Saturday. Yeah.
I mean, why? So you got your start. Tell us all how you got your start, because you obviously didn't just dive in full time. You know, there's the whole there's a whole backstory. We love an origin story.
That's right. This is my superhero origin story. Let's see. It was Christmas of 2014. My wife and kids got me a FlashForge Creator Pro, and the first thing I thought was I should make money with this thing. And so I started designing cookie cutters and trying to sell those on Etsy. And then I wanted to design something else. It was coming up on Easter time, and I would always run around, film the kids with a GoPro, and I had a handle with a GoPro, film around. But then it's a wrist, and so it's not a good platform. I wanted a rig to hold it on. So I said, I'm going to design one. So I designed one in OpenSCAD just because I knew JavaScript. And it came out great, and I wanted to show people how to do it themselves because I did the research. I tried to figure out how to do it, and then I did it, and I'm like, I should show people how to do this. And so that's how my want to make this was, and I thought 3D printing, and I'm a nerd. Why don't we call it 3D Printing Nerd? And boom, it was born.
Boom, I like it.
That's fantastic. 6 years.
Yeah, 6 years. 6.
And then how long did it take until you're like, you know what, we've built up a lot of steam, we got a good audience, we got a good following, I'm going to do this full time now?
It was February of 2018 that I went full time. February 2nd.
Wow. Nice.
That's when I put in my last day at Adobe. It's crazy.
So about half of that,
about half.
If my math is right, has been nothing but. That's awesome. Well, you got started. Your kids were obviously a lot smaller. Life was different then, and things have changed since.
Well, it's just 6 years. I mean, it wasn't like in the before time when it was black and white. But yes, it was a little different. It's interesting because in my position with kids, they grow up around it and with it. And so, some of the kids that watch my show or that are inspired by the content I make, they spend so much time with their machines, and they know how to tune them, they know how to fix them. They get their friends into it. My kids, they've just grown up with it. And so they're like, 3D printers, they do cool stuff, whatever.
Man, it's just like any other cool little thing. Yeah.
Right.
I tell people, hey, can you print this with a machine? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, wow, that's cool. And my kids are like, of course. Yeah, you can print that. Print 5 of them.
Isn't it great? I mean, we're so surrounded by the technology that we lose sight of the fact that there's still so many people out in the world that just really have never even seen or experienced 3D printing. And that's always fascinating to me because it's just like it's a part of everyday life now, right?
It is. It is definitely a part of everyday life. And I think it's always exciting, though, to find people who aren't as experienced or people who haven't quite had the in-depth look at 3D printing as we have, because then hopefully we can give them a positive experience and then open them up to this wonderful digital fabrication world, right?
Amen.
Love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone said Joel is allergic to HotMakes. I hope not, because he's going to be super sad pretty
It's
soon.
contagious. I've been
Honestly, it's hay fever, right? It's like the pollen was super high. It was called super high on the website, and it's just
off the charts.
Like March and April. There's a time in the Pacific Northwest where it's a bunch of rain and then it's a bunch of sun and then rain, sun, like just one right after the other for like a week.
Yeah.
And the plants love that, right? They get all the water they need and all the sun they need, and then all of a sudden they just spit pollen all over the place, and it's just like, come on, really? Clean up after yourselves.
Yeah. How rude. How rude.
So I got a question for you, Joel. So recently, in the last few months, right, you moved to a new studio. Pooch was there with you. You guys did a live stream.
That's right.
And I'm assuming right now you're standing on the Pooch table. I mean, is that true?
No. The Pooch table is a very special piece of equiment here at the studio, and right now it's holding up a broken light, and I don't want to remove that. I don't want to take it off. It's a very special in its place. And
it's one of a kind item.
I would have to go like 20 feet to get it.
So my question is the light holding it together, or is the table holding the light up?
It's the superhero Venom. It's kind of that relationship. It's symbiotic.
It's a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, it's symbiotic. Tripod's Garage, thank you so much. First frosty beverage on me. Will it be strawberry milkshake or another frosty beverage? And yes, the penguins are back.
Nice. What is that?
So Rockstar, I always liked Rockstar beverages. I used to know a rep, and so back when I was doing software long ago, the rep would just pull up at the end of a day and throw a couple cases off the truck because they didn't need them back, and so we kept the refrigerator full of Rockstar at my work. But I mean, they've iterated just like any good company. So they have this juiced product. It's lightly carbonated and it tastes like tropical wonderful.
Is it actually juice, or is it just juice like the way
Let's find out.
Hawaiian Punch is juice?
Let's find out. Usually when something says it has juice in it, I believe the FDA, at least here in the US, says, okay, here it is. Yeah, it has to say how much juice it is.
Percent.
And if you look right there, 8%.
8%. 8 points.
That's not bad.
To the juice.
Yeah. 8%.
It's mystery juice, but it's juice.
No.
I love it.
No. Look at that. It is pineapple, it is orange, and it is guava.
Those are some of my favorite.
It's Pog.
Favorite
It's
juices.
Pog.
It's Pog.
It's caffeinated
Pogs
Pog.
are back. Alpha's
Pogs are
back in
back.
Pog form.
Well, that's what Joel's drinking. Let us know in the chat right now what you guys are drinking. I had the coffee earlier, so I got water now. But Pooch, are you on the tea?
Michael Krugel, that's Fix 'em Dude.
Yeah, it is. We love Fix 'em Dude.
Fix 'em
Fix 'em Dude. Yeah.
There it is. Thank you, Michael. Thank you for the
Thank you so
5-er. High five. Joel give out a 5 for you as well.
Yeah.
There it is.
I think they want to. They keep saying they want to see the penguin. We're going to see the penguin dance, I think, because people are commenting about that.
It's your choice, guys. Penguin or Jim's face. Penguin or Jim's face. You know.
I mean, Chipped Builds. Thank you so much. Love the show.
The people are voting. The people are voting.
They're voting with their dollars.
wait,
Thank
look
you
at
so
that.
much.
Hey, there it is. Look at that. We got Chip
Look at
Builds
that.
too. Look at that.
Hey, there it is.
It's my pencil of pointing. This is my favorite thing ever.
It's a pointer pencil. It's a pencil and a pointer. Fantastic.
I love it.
Look at that. I mean, it's got.
I do love a good modular design like that. Utilitarian. I don't know. Sounds
It's a
good.
construction pencil. So this is a construction pencil.
Yeah, you do some
Yeah,
serious
and-
construction with that work. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's awesome.
So recently you put out a video, very, very well done video on the Palette 3. Are you
That's right.
pumped
The
for that?
Palette 3 and the Palette 3 Pro.
Yeah.
I'm kind of really excited about it. It is. I'm staring at it right here. It is. It's the best one yet. That sounds so Apple.
It's
right?
the best one.
It's the best one yet, right?
There was a 1 that was okay.
So when,
there was a 2 it was
when
a little better.
When Sean and I were in Toronto visiting Mosaic, in the before time, I think it was like 2019, I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
They've been working on this design for a long time. I mean, they've been working on the array and the element, all that stuff. There was a room we couldn't go in, and in that room we couldn't go in was this and the other thing. So they've been working on it a long time. The filament path, I think, is my favorite thing. It's been refined to be a lot more reliable. And
always good.
I think my hardware is final, or like that close to final. They're still working on the software. I can't slice files myself, but Derek over at Mosaic is slicing it for me. Yeah.
You know, one thing that reminds me of, the ladies love it when you say, you know, my hardware is final. And that's just, it's a nice thing to say. So that's good. I mean, I'm glad you're having a good time with it. And initial feelings are positive. We've seen rainbows and floofy clouds.
Yeah. So the rainbows and the floofy clouds. Look at that.
Yeah. That you've designed now in multiple CAD softwares.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah. I legit. So on Twitter, I started talking about how Hannah inspired me to download FreeCAD, because I knew if I put out another Fusion 360 tutorial, like the mob would start, the pitchforks would start, because they were like, come on. So I said, I'm going to do it. And so I downloaded it, and over the course of 3 hours during one evening, I only had one drink, I was able to model that in FreeCAD.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was
great success.
I mean, that's right. Very nice.
Very nice.
I like.
I know. When I do the tutorial on it, though, I think, and what's great is I said this in the beginning of the video. I said, you know, when you do something and you get it right, and you want to teach someone how to do it, you do it again to make sure you remember how, and usually you find a slightly better way to do it. And every time you do it again, it's easier. It's a little bit easier to do it. And so I've already thought of like 3 things I can change in my design process when using FreeCAD in order to make it more simple and easier and faster. So it's just exciting.
Nice.
It's just exciting.
I got to say, practical printing. Thank you so much. The $5. I don't care what anybody says. It's Pooch's fault. Also, let's see here. I think we have one
Mars
more.
Gizmo.
A couple more. Yeah, Mars Gizmo. Awesome.
Mars Gizmo. Oh,
that's he's big time, man. Now that's a YouTube channel.
I hope you can get him on this show.
Yeah, let's do it. Builder's Mark, another $5. I'm sorry, $20. $20.
That's 4 high fives.
Yeah, just appreciate you and the inspiration that you are. By the way, need some milk dudes.
Milk dudes.
The real kind. The real kind.
The real kind.
Project R3D.
Whoa! Coming over the top with the Benji. Woo! People just want to see Penguin Jim today.
Venture into high-end materials would probably be the best part, at least for me. That's awesome.
That is awesome. Well, you know, I think it's only right.
Daedalus, right?
So what's that?
Did
you say Daedalus? Did you say Daedalus?
Yeah,
because that was the next thing I was going to say. I should put my Palette 3 Pro on the Daedalus.
Yes.
Ooh, I would like to see that. I would like to see that.
Yeah.
I think we all would like to see that, and especially Joe.
Yeah.
Joe would probably like that. Yeah.
He'd be all right with it. He'd be all right.
I think he'd be okay.
He's cool.
You know, if you want. Well, we appreciate all the donations. We've got
Thank you.
We've got some exciting stuff to get to. So we're talking about HotMakes. Normally, Joel, you know, I don't know if you've ever watched a show before. I don't blame you, you know, because we hang out, but we don't really watch each other's stuff. But we like to do a little thing called HotMakes.
Wait. Unlike you, Joel is actually often in our stream.
Hey,
I do drive-bys. I just went and I type a few things. And then I go to the next one.
Then he bails.
And
you don't see the 75 tags.
Time.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, speaking of not watching anything, did you ever send that package to Pooch like you were talking about in the video he didn't watch yet?
You mean the one that I really didn't watch where there were the
last one you did on no, I'm sorry, 2 weeks, not this past week, the week before, with the thing to hold all the things.
Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, I haven't done that yet. But now that you've reminded me,
the thing with the things is very. The thing with the
let us know in the chat if you remember what I'm talking about. Maker Viking 50. Good seeing you guys. High five to Joel.
High five.
It's a knock. I don't know what a knock is, but thank you for 50 of them.
It's almost a 5, but it's a knock.
Well, we appreciate it, whatever it is. Thank you.
So hey, Geary, do you know if we had any more submissions on Twitter yet with the torture toasters?
We did. We got one, and I've added it to the end of the doc. So
Perfect.
So that's what I was starting to say. Joel, you've seen Clockspring's latest masterpiece, the torture
Oh
toaster.
yeah.
correct?
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
You've run the torture toaster?
Ooh.
Yes.
You have. Maybe we'll talk about it. So we're going to talk. We're all toaster tonight, baby. We got submissions. We have a contest sponsored by Thangs. It's giving away some gift cards, like Jim said at the head. So we're excited to show all that off, and we're going to be the 3-person panel because we don't do democracy here. We are, our judgment is absolute. Our
That's
power.
True. That sounds good. We're the Illuminati.
We are the Illuminati. You're not supposed to say that.
I mean, crap. That's right.
So I gotta say,
Illuminati.
Joel is actually the one that found the little bit of shift he posted in the very beginning. He's like, "What is this artifact on the torture toaster?" And I've been printing them. I went back and looked, and like, I don't even know how many of them had that on there. I never even paid attention. I just said slice go.
Yeah.
But Joel finds the artifact. Yeah.
Full send.
Well, it was rotated a little bit off, so it
Like
wasn't
0.5 degrees, something like that.
Yeah, it wasn't parallel to the bed, but it was off parallel, but by less than a layer height.
Yeah.
Which
Wasn't
is
it like 0.05 degrees or something like?
yeah.
Yeah, it was something
Ben
real
got back
little.
on. He's like, "Wow, there was but it was like you had to slice it just the right way where the slicer would pick that up, right?"
It was if you
Joel
it was if
discovered
you had a 0.3 a first layer and then 0.2 layers
Right.
beyond that. If you
Right.
changed any of those numbers to anything else, it wouldn't show up. It's just the calculations wouldn't cause it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
we-
And Sven is like, "Wait a minute. Got you. Found it."
Yeah, he was like, "Hold on, tick tick tick, got it."
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that's what he does. That's what he does. He can iterate like this, man. He's amazing.
I don't understand.
He's
how that
nonstop.
works.
Best value. One of the best values on Patreon. There's a lot of good values out there,
Mhm.
but Clockspring is a great value.
Yeah,
And
any
love
money spent
love-
on his Patreon is very well spent.
Yes, it will
Yeah.
pay dividends. And what I love about this, and I don't know what your thoughts are on it so far, because you're new to torture toasting, but it's so fun. It's a fun model, but it's also functional. It puts the fun in functional, right? What do you think?
It does. So usually with a torture test, you're just Maker's Muse has done these before, where it is judging whether or not your printer can do certain overhangs or it can get certain clearances, right? And the toaster does that, but it's fun. And part of the beauty of this toaster is that part of the beauty of this toaster is that it's fun and it shows the technical aspects in a fun way. It's
Right.
almost like a challenge, right?
Right.
It's if you make a print and place joint and you're like, "Oh, how low can you get?" I mean, it's kind of cool. It twists, it turns, or whatever. But it's like, can you make the toast pop? Can you make the gears turn?
That's
kinda
kind of
cool.
We've seen Abby Math is on here, and she said she had to print a second one because her kids were just fighting over the toaster.
Right.
And they had to have one for each. So
Makes
it's,
I believe in it. If you
fun model.
follow that, maybe it was her or Denise. I can't remember. They actually had to print it a couple times because of failures too for
Right.
that second one.
Yep.
Which is and that's another thing. I didn't expect so many failures in the community. And I'm not saying failure is bad because in this case it's a torture test. It's supposed to fail, But
Well, it's
just
supposed
seeing
to help you
everybody's
figure out. Yeah.
right. Seeing everybody's posting their fails is really what I enjoyed a lot because we saw everything from spaghetti to, like beautiful things, but the handle broke off the first time they went to press, stuff like that. And I was, I'm just super pumped about the model in general. And like you said, it's a torture test. It's supposed to go
Right.
through many different things.
But remember, it's got some pieces that have super tiny spots on the build plate. And so not only does your printer have to be able to cool correctly and flow correctly, but you have to have your bed level tuned and at the right temperature because it has to hold it and it can't squish it too much or else the print and place parts won't work. And so it's an entire test. It's not just the hot end, but the bed as well.
You can see that
course.
on the very bottom, the little pieces like here.
They're not
Here?
so little in that model. Jim.
Right. On this model, this is 225%.
Enlarged
But on a
for-
normal model, if you grab that, they're so tiny that if those don't stick, one of those breaks free, the whole model is over. I mean, if you don't catch that, if you walk away and don't catch that little piece that broke off, either your toast won't pop or the whole thing goes awry and you have spaghetti.
That's right.
So if you guys haven't, if you haven't seen it yet, if you don't know what we're talking about, you can go check it out. It's on Things, it's on Thingiverse, it's on Patreon, it's on all the things. I think it's on Prusa printers, it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
And you can try it for yourself, see how well tuned your printer is, and have a little fun. And it's a great little piece to have, because when you're done, you've done your test, and then you've got a nice little conversation piece for the desk, and the kids love it. Abby, shout out to Abby's kids who are holding their toasters as they watch right now. We love hearing that.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
And if you haven't seen it, I tell you what, I'm going to give you 1 minute to get introduced to Torture Toaster.
Wow.
I've been 3D printing for years, and it still just seems like magic. It's just such an awesome opportunity to just create and explore things. It's a toaster.
This is the Clockspring HotMakes Torture Toaster.
I don't know about you guys, but I haven't seen anything like it. I don't know if another toaster out there.
About 3D printing. I mean, where would you possibly do something like this otherwise?
The most
fun is that?
ridiculous promo for the most ridiculous torture test. I absolutely love it. I do have to say thank you so much to Michael Hodges, $10 on PayPal. Thank you so much for that. Yeah.
We love it. That was a lot of fun. We love just everything we've seen. And like Jim said earlier, the journey along the way and people sharing their experience has been very rewarding. I know Sven's been chiming in and he's been tagged a bunch and all that stuff. And we're excited to see submissions. So what do you think? Without further ado, are we going to just start looking at some submissions here? Do you want to tell people one more time about getting entered for the contest? What do we want to do?
Yeah, so we have a couple contests going tonight. We have Rich from Green Gate 3D gave us some PETG in a couple specific colors that we're going to give away at the end of the stream. And he also just tweeted me. He said, tell Joel if we get over 200 views, he'll also give a roll of red duct tape away.
Oh, yeah. That's good stuff.
200 viewer? Oh, I think he's looking
viewers,
at the viewer count.
Yeah, the viewer count. And then also, if you haven't entered your Torture Toaster, you need to hit hashtag HotMakes and hashtag Torture Toaster in the next few minutes, because we're going to start going over them right now in a second, right?
All right.
Right now in a second. Right now in a second.
Right now,
Yeah,
but not yet. But
not
almost.
Yet, but now. Yeah.
Immediately in a bit.
Now?
You know, in a little while. We're going to check it out now later. Anyways, I think we should just dive right in. What do you think? Should we check out some Torture Toasters?
Do it. Let's do it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our hot makes of the week. Let's do it.
Yeah, go!
What just happened?
Gary cracks me up, man. He's gonna be the death of us all, but he's hilarious.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Gotta love the
right, calm down. You guys, did Gary have a giant nitro infused coffee before the show too?
What are you looking at, butthead?
Okay,
I think
all
what we
right,
do is
settle down, buddy.
We gave him some 5W20 oil, and you know, that was free.
Wait,
all right, here we go.
Wait, Jim, wait. What goes in a car's engine? That isn't gas. What liquid?
Oil.
Okay, I say oil. You say oil?
Oil. Yes.
Okay.
Oil.
No, it's just
He can
interesting.
say oil,
What do
he
you
can say
say?
toil, he can say soil, but he says oil.
Well, what we do is we go throw some oil in the car, and then you grab your cellular device, and all right. Anyways. I know.
Jibber jabber.
Yeah.
Anyway. Oh man, here we go with that. Now you're gonna have people trying to pay us to do it. Yeah, see? Oh Joel, ask about the cellular tower. Oh great. Anyways,
I think we should get into these wonderful torture toasters. Personally, that's
Torture Toaster Tongue Twisters with Jim Nerdy J.
now my wife, since that episode, has started documenting everything I say funny, and she's popping in randomly, dropping stuff for the chat to see. So I'm like, great,
Like having
thanks.
your wife troll you from the chat.
Yeah. All right, the first submission. I believe this is a submission for one of the best ones. Denise nailed it with some. I think you
finish
know
on
the
that
name.
kid.
I think you know the name of this, right? I mean, you've seen that filament before, right, Joel?
that's probably some of the best filament available. Honestly,
Ooh, bold statement.
toast
Enhanced.
action.
look at that.
That's
pop.
that's a fine looking torture toaster.
That's
I like
a good
it.
Pop.
Okay.
Yeah. High five, and-
Geez, the layer lines are just gone in that thing.
Smooth.
Like the
Yeah, what
details
layer
are
height
there.
did she go with there?
It's got to be. It's got to be that sweet filament. This is her second
does
try
have-
with the Ender 3 Pro. Protopasta High Five Blue. No extra points, but you will take it. Just needed a little temp tuning from the first try, and I think this is a gorgeous torture toaster.
The finish on the door looks fantastic. She got her first layer down. I'm gonna guess from this. It's hard to tell. Can you embiggen it for me for a second? Looks
It's
like
a-
maybe she's
well,
printing
actually,
on. What'd she say she's printing it on?
The Ender
Ender
3 Pro. I
On-
would say
on-
glass.
Is that glass?
looks like
Because it
glass.
looks like glass.
It looks glass. Yeah.
Yeah. It looks
But the
glass
Ender
to
3,
me.
so the Ender 3 Pro is on glass. Then it's not a. It doesn't have a flex plate on it. I don't have a Pro.
No, I think the Pro
wait,
did come with a flex
the
plate,
Ender
but I
2
mean, yeah.
There's too many Enders. I can't keep
I
track.
don't remember.
27. But nice work, Denise. I think we're going to leave them all up tonight so we can go back and look if we want. But I think this one, I mean, judging by that, is one of my favorites so far.
It's a good look. It's a good start.
But we've only seen the toast pop. We don't see if the gears turn or
This is
if
true.
the clearance tests
This
move.
is true.
Joel
Denise,
has a point.
I
What is
imagine
she
you're
hiding?
watching right now. What do we got next? Let's see.
It's a Wii. It's a Wii baby.
This one right here
it's so
is
tiny.
not functioning, so I don't think we can technically submit it. It doesn't function, but it is the smallest that I know of at barely an inch long.
It's very teensy. What was it printed on?
It's very small.
Small.
This was, let's see. It doesn't say. It was resin. You can see that.
No. It was
So-
hand
so-
carved. This is actually
look at this.
scrimshaw. It was hand carved from whalebone. There's multiple here. Okay.
So
Scrimshaw
here's
toasters.
this is the evolution of the torture toaster.
Still broken.
Nice work.
The chipped corner there where the gear cog has. Yeah. Interesting.
So
Do
But
any
in,
of those
in
function?
resin at this size, it does look cool. The different overhang degrees.
Yeah. This
You know,
is
that-
like a
It looks really
starburst.
cool.
It does. Mars Pro.
It was
Mars
done,
Pro, Mars Pro.
yeah, Mars Pro, nice. All right, what do we got next? Let's see.
I
My
like the
first-
evolution. That's good. Oh, Big Jano.
Big Jano.
Oh, Big Jano.
Is printed solid golden winner.
Ooh.
There's a
Ooh.
layer skip. Ooh, there's a layer skip though. Let's go check
Shift
this out.
happens.
Yeah, right. I mean, it looks great
Yeah.
except for that shift.
I see it. Oh man, I love that filament though,
Oh.
huh? That's some printed solid gold winner.
Yeah.
Yeah, golden winner.
That's a nice filament right there, Dave.
And that's
I
a
don't know if Dave's
serious
watching,
shift,
but
yeah.
high five on that.
And if you look, go back to the other image. And if you look on the right side of the flap that's down, it has the artifact. No, lower. You know, the flap.
The flap. Yeah.
Other side. Move your mouse. Other side. Keep going.
Other way.
There you go. Over there. Down. You know
Where the
the
artifact is, Jim.
Oh, right here.
No, on the flap, on the part that
killing
folds
me.
up.
You're
We
killing
were
me.
just talking about how the layer height is off a little there. It has that little artifact. It's a good eye, Joe. Good eye, Joel. Excuse me.
Right here.
What do you think? What's your speculation? I don't know what this was printed on, but what do you think caused that layer shift there? It really had a hard time right at that point. What do you think it is about the torture test?
I think it's going to be one of the overhangs that actually caused the. Well, no, because it's a skip. It's not a shift, right?
Yep.
Was it a skip or a shift? Big Jano, is he here? Says, yeah, first attempt was fun. Okay. What are you showing
There
there,
you
Jim?
go.
I can't see. You're tiny.
Geary, pop me up. There we go. See the shift?
Yeah, you
a
have
little
that's a
higher
higher
than his.
That's
Yeah.
a shift.
This one
Yeah,
actually
that's-
shifted 4 times in total,
Wow.
but
It was trying to
you can
escape. It was
see-
trying to get off the plate. Yeah.
I think it catches something in there, and then it causes that shift if your retraction and everything is not dialed in. I mean,
Yeah.
because I had
Yeah, I'm with Joel. I think the overhangs definitely will cause it because you get the worse the overhang gets, the more boogery you get, and then that's where your hot end just can clip a little. So
Yeah,
anyway,
but
that's
you're right.
interesting.
Yeah.
Very cool though. Thanks for that submission.
They think the weight of the spool caused retraction issues. That's very possible.
Okay, so did he recover though? It looked like he was saying there he had a good one after that.
Yep. I'm trying to think. It might be. I think it's coming up.
All right, well, way to see it through, Big Jam.
Pretty sure. Let's see. Unless he No, yeah. I think it's coming up. Let's see. Since all the cool kids are doing it, this is Jordan Mad Monkey broke the 0.1 peg trying to move it, but the rest were free and half of them fell out. So
That happened to me too. I lost teeth.
Yeah.
I lost teeth on mine. The first 2 teeth are missing on mine too. Jordan, I feel you. I feel you.
well, you can put them
I don't
back
know where
in.
they are. They're gone.
Oh, got it.
Oh, they went back home.
Yeah.
There we go.
And now they're up there in Canada.
That's. I mean, the first layer looks great. I mean,
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay
All right.
if it's
Good
missing a
submission.
couple teeth. That's nothing wrong with the grill issue.
No, it's interesting that the 0.3 stayed and he lost the small maybe, but it really doesn't take a lot when you're trying to pop those things free,
Well,
to keep it in that channel.
I think some people come underneath and try to flex these to get them free.
Right.
And I've done that. I'm guilty. I did that in the first couple betas that we were testing, and I had them break out and just like his did. So I'm not saying that's what happened, but I'm saying some people, that's what happened. You come down here and you start moving these to try to break them free underneath, and then all of a sudden the teeth go flying.
Yeah.
But nice work. What is that? This is printed on a MK3S in generic white. I like
Okay.
it. All right. All right. What do we got next? Oh, Fix Some Dude.
Fix them,
This is
Do it, Joel.
another
Fix 'em,
printed solid.
That's
Fix
it.
Some Dude. Yeah. This is Green Ice PLA from Printed Solid on a Hypercube.
Ooh.
We have
The
we have-
Evo.
yeah. We.
Burn.
Oh, I thought all of them were in here. What?
So it's a good start.
Wait.
It's a good
Did it fail? Scroll down again.
We don't know. We don't know.
It
What
says
happened?
it right there. Well, looks like
Oh,
they have a clogged
clogged
nozzle.
nozzle.
air print.
Oh.
Air print. It's like airball. Air print.
Yeah.
Air print.
There it
You
is.
gotta love the classic under extrusion before your nozzle clogs.
Little AstroTurf there for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Abby Brown.
Ooh.
Was it cheating if I use a raft? Now, I didn't
No.
think this was going to work.
No,
because
not
of the
cheating
little
at all.
pieces we were talking about, I didn't think a raft was going to work, but she proved us wrong. And this thing came out awesome.
It's all about that interface layer, right? So looks like the raft did her well there.
Little
that
teeth.
maker gear she prints on. That's a sweet printer, man. Those things are dialed.
Yeah.
Joel, you have one of those.
Is that-
the M-
Is that
M3?
an M2? I had an M3, and
Yeah.
man, it was. I mean, it felt like an industrial machine because it was really hard to use, but it made beautiful prints.
When it was on, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. When it was on, it was on.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Awesome.
love the idea of the rainbow filament too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the little the color shifter. That's nice. Those are nice colors, especially Easter. Easter theme maybe. I don't know. We got silk rainbow.
Silk
Love
Rainbow
it.
0.2. Nice work, Abby.
It reminds me of Starburst. I want
Yeah.
to eat one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks tasty.
Or Mamba. You remember Mamba? Do they still have
I
those?
remember
Ooh.
Mamba.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
sure.
don't know. I don't know.
Those
the
were
answer to
always
that.
a little harder.
Not too much harder. I thought Starburst were harder than Mamba. Let us know in the chat.
Right.
I remember Mamba being softer than Starburst.
Maybe. But I grew up in Wyoming, so maybe by the time they got to us by horse and buggy, it was just already stale.
They were all stale already. Could be.
Starburst toaster, she said, is dubbed the Starburst toaster. All right.
Sweet.
All right. Oh, yeah. Spaghetti for breakfast. Miro 3DP set this in locked away. Looks like on an Ender 3. And well, this is classic right here. Like you said, the overhangs. You catch one of those and it's over.
Well,
I mean,
I know he was putting clipper on an ender.
Sorry, one at a time. Joel, go for it.
Well, I know that Taylor here was doing. I think he was testing putting clipper on an Ender 3 to see how it would print. So
Right.
I wonder if this was his test printer that he was doing that on.
It very well could be. If you're in with us, I didn't see you yet, but if you are, let us know. Someone says Mambas are harder than Starburst for sure.
Are they? Okay, so maybe
Someone else says they're softer. So I don't know.
Oh man, somebody settle the debate. We're gonna need side by side.
All right, Chris Kersey. Oh man, so this one's 270% on an Ender 5 Plus next to a helmet for scale. Man, that is
helmet.
So why 270?
Yeah. There's no banana.
Max?
That must be the max of the build
on the Ender 5 Plus. Yeah. So this is 225.
271 and beat it.
Yeah, but it's 6 days it would take them to do that, so they're not going to do it now.
But nobody dared try.
So this is 225%, and
Okay.
that's the difference.
Okay.
So 270%.
So, a little bit larger than that.
Is awesome. Yeah.
So
Nice work,
does
Chris.
as far as we know, is this the record for the largest? I guess we still have a couple to get through.
This
our
is
largest so far.
This is the only and the largest submission we had, or the only submission we had for the largest and the only largest one we've ever seen. I mean, except for mine. So
The only largest one, except
the only largest. Yeah,
I hope your wife wrote that one down.
that's English. Yeah.
perfect.
This is the
That's
only
what I'm saying.
submission
Llama,
for
I
the
agree with
largest
Llama. Where
one.
is the banana? Where is the banana? You can't use another print for scale because we don't know how big that print is.
Yep.
So optical, it could be an illusion.
It's true. It's true.
That could be a tiny helmet.
It could be a tiny workbench with a tiny helmet.
It could be.
We don't
right.
know. We need proof. We need the
Speaking of
banana.
tiny, Thangs posted one.
Hey,
This was
look at that banana on it.
I believe it's a little bigger than 25%. I believe they said, actually it was a bigger than 25%, but doesn't matter. This one is tiny. I don't think it works, but it's about the size of a quarter, a little bigger than a quarter. I love it.
Wow.
With I love the marble.
Is it marble? Marble filament? I love it.
It looks like vanilla bean ice cream.
It does a little bit. Or I was going to say, that's how the Romans would have done it back in the day, in the early times, in the before times, as Joel likes to say.
Before
Back
times.
when things were black and white.
Yeah, and carved from marble. All
Denise
right.
tried it.
Wait, is this another one from?
Yeah, she tried it. This is let's see. I'm standing
Denise,
with 100%.
how many toasters do you have?
Tried it at 50 and it didn't work. That's what she said. So this is the same one we saw earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but nice work at the smallest. I don't think we've seen a small one that prints yet. Things can't win tonight, but
They're winning their own contest.
Yeah. All right, what do we got next? Feeling left out. This was 60% printed solid mixed tape. It really pops under black light. Let's go check this out. This is a 60% one.
Okay.
Nice.
It's we.
Oh,
Yep.
toast.
We have
toast.
We have
Ooh.
toast. We have toast.
Yes.
Look at that.
Nice.
Oh, very nice. Okay. This is just under a black light with it radiating us?
Yep.
Very cool.
Nice work. I did 50. I broke it. So 60%. I'm gonna have to try this now. This is a great job on 60, and then the toast pops. So.
It's but we appreciate your honesty. He says it's actually 75.
Honesty's good.
Okay. Well, hey.
And by 60, I mean
working-
75.
Yeah. That's actually still the smallest working one we've seen. So there you go.
Perfect.
I like it.
All right. Next. Another one from Abby.
We got a lot of Torture Toaster fans here.
This
On
one
a
right
raft
here.
again.
She had to print a second one, I think, for another kid, and it failed once or twice. So she got this one to work, and they were all happy. And they're going to be a little more careful with this one, she said. I love the color again. I love the colors with the
Yeah.
rainbow filament.
Yeah, I really enjoy that as well.
The rainbow filament's cool with print in place because when it folds together, then the colors are on different axes, and it's kind of neat.
Yeah, exactly. Look at that. Love it. That's a
Excellent
good looking.
job.
I'm telling you, man, that Maker gear, that's a performance machine. I love it.
It is.
She promised she wouldn't try the pins because that's how the first one broke.
Okay. We're
I
not
love
touching it.
Nice
Don't
work.
touch.
Nice work, Abby. Here we go. This
There
is
we
the
go.
one. 2.0. It came out fantastic. Filamentum Wizard Voodoo.
That's
Here
good
we
stuff.
go.
That is good stuff. And so second try, good. Thank you for sharing the process, Big Jano. We love it. That looks good.
Oh,
And what
we got a broken handle.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
We got a broken handle. Let's see.
I love it. The handle looks. It reminds me of like a gas pedal, and I just want to
Yeah.
smash that.
I think that's what happened. Got a little too excited with the handle.
Yeah.
But it must have
Check the
worked at
torture
one
maybe.
time, right?
At least once.
Nice. At least once. Oh man. When we were filming that promo video we did, Caleb told me he wanted a shot with this one. He wanted me to hit it so the thing popped off the table. And I was like, that was 4, almost 5 solid days. Like, no, I'm not doing it. I'll tap it hard, but I'm not smashing it.
Like you want to see if the toast would fire out of the thing?
Yeah, well, we were hoping that we could get the action where I hit it and the toast would fire up and then the toaster would go flying up, like the whole thing. But I was a little nervous, so
Okay.
we
All
didn't
right.
do that. But nice work. I do love that Wizard Voodoo. Here we go. Can my Delta do it?
Oh, a Delta
There
submission.
it is.
Okay.
Yeah, Jesse
Yes.
Limer Green on the FL Sun after many fails on the Ender 5 in Jesse Mixtape 2.
Yeah, you're right, Jim. I gotta say, I wasn't expecting it to be as difficult as it ended up being. But again, they wouldn't call it the torture toaster if it was an easy thing to do.
That's right.
That's a good point.
So how many, Joel, how many times have you tried it?
Twice now.
What happened?
And
The
results?
first one didn't go well, right?
The first one, it's some parts of it work.
It's like me. Some
I don't
parts
want
of
to
me work
spoil it,
too.
man. I'm gonna make a video on this thing.
You're good. You're good.
Oh, but that's the first one. I thought you were talking about the first one you did, not the one that. But that's
Yeah.
fine.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
What do we got next? Kathy O'Malley. Here we go. Nice. Liking the.
Yeah,
I
good
wonder
color.
what size
That's
this
a
is.
good
Is this
color.
100%? I guess we don't have the banana.
It seems like a default size, but we don't have a banana. Looks pretty smooth to me.
Yeah. Nice job,
Now, Kathy O'Malley, she's
Really
in
smooth.
Australia, and I hear their printers work the other direction down there. Right?
Oh man.
Yeah. They're not all winners. What do you want?
Stock
Ooh,
3D
look at
printing.
this.
I
Look at that
found
color. I love
this.
that.
I found this by searching hashtag torture toaster. He didn't tag anything else but hashtag torture toaster. I don't
Hey, I
know who
got
this
you.
is. I don't know if you guys know.
Me under it.
Just peel the sticker off. Let's see what's underneath.
Amazon X printer.
So I don't know what printer this is to officially say what scale this is, but nice. The thing looks gorgeous.
Looks really good.
It's great. That's great Easter colors too. Good Easter pastels, right?
Oh yeah, pastel. Yeah.
I like it.
Stock 3D printing. If you're watching or you're out there, let us know. Reach out.
And thank you for your submission.
All right. Here's one from RC Maniac, the mighty
That is
torture toaster. Printed at the original side with a Palette 2S Pro.
It looks great.
Look at
I mean,
It
this.
reminds me of
really good.
Eggo waffles a little bit. I love that
little bit.
color.
Yeah.
I would love to see a
I like
waffle
how the,
option.
I like how the logo was made different colors too.
Yeah,
Because
I think
that's not a separate model, so he had to go into Canvas and paint those.
Yeah.
I think he did another one that actually each individual letter was a different color
Wow.
as well. So that was that. It was just in my ear that there was another one added. Give me 1 second. We have a late submission.
A late submission.
A late submission.
What is that? The skirt is bigger than the print.
Put it right there. Yeah.
There's a Benchy for scale.
52 seconds, 5% torture toaster, a Benchy for scale. I don't think it works.
Literally, when you
52
told
seconds.
people that for last-minute submissions, they could have started printing them.
They probably
that
just
started
did.
at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
I like how it's got the I call that the alfalfa, like little wisp that is
right
dragged off by the extruder at the end.
Yeah.
You can see that there.
I think I want to say that skirt is bigger than the print.
That's what I just said. Yes, it is.
It's like there's an echo.
It was. I was just trying to make sure he's paying attention.
What?
No, nice
The
work on
skirt
the
is
last
almost
minute.
as thick as the print. I mean, look
Yes.
at the thickness
It's
of the
almost.
skirt.
Almost,
That's amazing.
Yeah,
So,
that's fun. That's fun.
So judging by what we have, because that's the only ones that I found, what do you guys? What's our running for best? Like the nicest 100% one.
Should we at least get the biggest we can get out of the way now, because we didn't have anybody submit anything over 270, right?
Yeah, Chris Kersey wins that.
Kersey Fabrication wins the biggest.
Unless Joel has one on the garage printer.
No, that went back home. I know.
Dang it! All right, so Chris Kersey. We need a dump truck of filament. But Chris Kersey, congrats on the biggest. So that we'll just put that out there.
Winner right there.
Smallest. What can we say?
So we
smallest,
maybe
75%, right?
I'm a little disappointed that it was only as small as 75%, but we didn't have a lot of submissions. Either people went really tiny with the resin, which is fine, but then we never got a functional resin one, did we?
Not in the list
not
that
that
we
I
just
know
showed.
of.
Yeah.
Not that I know of, yeah.
Yeah. So who knows? We may see one in the future, but for now, I believe AC Rogers has smallest offerable at 75, at almost 60. Right. Mixtape number 3. And the other thing is we only have validation of toast popping, so I don't know where we're getting our criteria. Like, did the gear spin? Did the teeth move? What? But again, nobody went smaller than 75 and got any function, right? So you're a winner.
Give me like a week. I had 2. So,
well, now the best is tough because the best is a subjective piece. So I have my idea. I'm sure Joel has his idea and Jim has his idea.
Yeah. Man, this is awesome because RC Maniac really had to go and take a lot of extra time to paint this, right? I mean, individual pieces and everything.
Right.
Well, I mean, it's not that much time, but it is extra effort. And so I think that is rewarded plus. So what's interesting, this one shows the added creativity, but also it shows that it works. Like the gears turn, the toast pops. We don't get to see the clearance tests, but this is more than we've seen with other ones that have been quote unquote best, right?
That's a good point. That's a good point, Joel. We're gonna take that into consideration. Look at the size of that purge block, by the way. Did you see that?
Let's see. He said
this was done with the palette, right? This was a palette submission. I mean, it's pretty clean. He's got it pretty dialed. It's a palette with his Mark III.
Okay. Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
Okay.
Did he do the numbers, or is that just the way the light's kind of reflecting?
No, it's the numbers are
He did the
painted.
numbers. He did the numbers.
There you go.
Jeez. Oh, look at that.
Wow.
There's that one. Wow.
So
That is a splice monster.
I agree that for effort and time, this one right here wins. But is it the nicest one? You know,
Scroll down. He says, "Wait, is there another? There's more submission."
that's what I just did. Yeah, that's what I just did.
Okay.
So the question would be,
That's a good question because you know, looking at the surface finish, the all around, because it's definitely not the best surface finish that we've seen, but I don't know. Like Joel said, we've got a lot more information to go on based on the color data, which is a great plug right there for why having multicolor prints sometimes adds some value to a print.
right?
See, this one
Gives you
has
context.
incredible surface finish.
This one has fantastic surface finish.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember, so that didn't work. Layer shift. Okay, we appreciate that, but the layer shift, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this was the rainbow one.
I thought Abby
was
had
another
some
great
good
one.
submissions. Good submissions with the rainbow
Super good submissions.
and operable.
And operable.
Or at least one of them. Yep.
Best fail. That's the biggest. All right. Just
With the
I'm quick to
asterisk,
scroll
'cause
and
it's
just make sure I didn't miss one. You know. Oh yeah, there's another. I mean, another super clean.
It's got to be between Abby's and RC Maniacs. I really did like that. We just don't have enough information to go on there. It's a nice one, and that was a good effort with the teensy tiny.
Super teensy tiny.
Yeah,
super,
wee baby.
Super.
I say we call it.
What are you thinking?
I say give it to RC Maniac because the effort. It's cool, and it reminds me of Eggo waffles, which I love.
So well, plus with all the splices, the printer's having to do at least 4 times the amount of work traveling back and forth, and so it's having to move back and forth, and so pieces that normally would print a little bit easier are now harder because it's having to stack another color or it's cooling at a different rate, and so this is more torturous to print right here.
It's very torturous, very torturous. How long did he say that took? Because I guarantee you it's a lot longer than a standard toaster, which is already a long print. Can we just vote for the purge block, says Ed. Best purge block.
Let's see. Pooch didn't know why I didn't see it. I think we're missing one, but I don't know if it worked. Remember they didn't show my small
hours,
one.
He said.
It doesn't fully work.
It's one over a day. Oh, it doesn't fully work.
Yeah. No, that's a different one. But someone said, bummer we didn't see mine, but I don't remember you tagging us.
Well, you got to submit.
Geary, if you can find, Geary, if you can find that one, let me know. We'll put it in there. But he said it didn't work. So we'll show it. But yeah. All right, here we go. What are we thinking? RC Maniac?
I'd be on board with that.
Joel says yes.
RC
That's
Maniac.
2.
Congratulations. Abby, amazing job on yours. We love the smoothness and everything. But I mean, like, check out the colors on this one.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, thank you all for your submissions. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And now I hope I never see a toaster again in my entire life. No, I'm not.
Oh, come on.
Pants.
Yeah.
Your pants
It's
are
our
full of
signature
lies.
now.
Well, what's fun is remember how Sven was saying like when he grew up, he didn't actually have the pop-up style toaster. He had the fold the door down, style toaster. So who knows? He may just surprise us with another type of toaster. Maybe he'll do all the kitchen appliances, a blender,
torture kitchen,
the wok,
torture kitchen. I love it. Hey, real quick, if you have not entered to win the Greengate 3D PETG filament, you have about a minute to do that right now while we talk to Joel and say our goodbyes and everything. We're going to stick around and give that away in just a second. That's translucent purple and olive drab that we're going to give away.
Their PETG is so wonderful.
Yeah. I have some on the way, and I am very, very excited to check it out as well.
Make sure it's dry, and then it prints like butter.
That's exactly right.
Put
it in the dehydrator.
We can put it in a torture air fryer.
Air fryer. So, Joe, I have a question for Joel while we're waiting for people to get their last minute submissions in. How many times have you woken up to the dreaded spaghetti in your 3D printing career, would you say?
It's far less than I deserve. That's my guess.
Far less than you deserve. Or fails, for that matter. A lot of fails.
I mean, I've had plenty of fails just because of the nature of how many machines I'm using, or the different types of filaments I'm using, or the certain filaments, they might not be dried enough. But usually the whenever I have spaghetti, it's like, oh no, I'll try to photograph it and tweet it out or something, just because it's always fun to see. But spaghetti, I would guess. I mean, I could probably count on my fingers, and that's about it.
Hands, yeah. Okay. All right.
So it could be that. It could be that I'm not adventurous enough to try crazy stuff too, or
I don't think that's
enough
it
along the way, and I just know what I'm doing, which I don't think that's the case.
Well, wait. Speaking of adventurous, you tagged us recently.
Yeah.
And you said you had a toaster going on your Palette 3 Pro.
What?
So adventurous much. There's 8 filaments in that thing right now, right? Oh.
Look out, RC Maniac. We have a late submission.
Oh my goodness.
What is it? Oh, I see it. I see it. It's over there.
I see it. Oh my gosh.
Wow, look at that purge block. Jeez.
Oh.
To be fair, Joel did have tools that are not publicly available at the time of the contest.
But look at this. Yeah.
I love that. Is that the Polyterra? What is it?
The Polyterra filaments.
Oh, that's beautiful.
They are amazing. They are, so far, it's probably the filament that's spliced best in my Palette 3s. So I would guess it probably splices the best in the 2s as well.
Interesting.
But also I got the compostability report from Nicholas from Polymaker, and 93% degraded after 45 days.
Really?
Yeah,
that's fantastic. Like but in an industrial scale compost kind of thing, or
it was in a dark room, 50°C, plus or minus 2 degrees. So not a professional facility, but a controlled environment.
Nice.
Well, they had to in order to collect that data, I'm sure, but that's still exactly. That's promising, and I like that.
And they said awesome. They said 100% degrade to get to 100% degraded. They said it would be probably less than 100 days.
That's I think
awesome.
that's more important than a lot of people will stop and appreciate, especially given
super important.
The more printing that we do.
Especially when we start talking about slicing things and having massive purge blocks, right? What are you going to do with those? I mean, you could do what Breaks and Makes does and make them into a sweet clock.
Yes, that was awesome.
Which is awesome.
You know what would be really fascinating to me, Joel, is that if you could program the purge block to create almost like more of a sparse infill so that you could then like plant, put some soil in it and then plant a thing and like let it kind of decompose as it grows into something else or something, you know what I mean? Like what's that like sponge material that sometimes like people will do potting with? I don't know if you guys are super into gardening like I am, but that's there are materials like that. I feel that help propagate sprouts and stuff like that. I don't know that you would want that much concentration, but maybe, I don't know. It's an idea.
It would be interesting. It would be interesting if there was a set of purge models, like you had their choice of 10, and some of them were gardening and sustainability. Some of them were toy-like, some of them were in shapes that made it easy to accomplish certain things. It'd be interesting to be able to have that. And then the slicer would just have to calculate if there's enough purge to make the model, and then it would have to purge extra either to the side or a smaller purge tower, or possibly within the infill. It seems like all it takes is math, like a whole lot of complex math.
Well, and there are elements of that already inside Prusa Slicer where you can purge to objects and stuff like that too. So it seems like, there's developments on that front. And so, I think it's going to be a multifaceted solution. Getting some utility out of it, getting some recyclability, compostability out of it, all good things.
I think you're right.
I do have one question on this. I'm not sure if you guys were messing with us for April Fools or not, but is that rack really come with the Palette 3 Pro?
Yes, it does.
What? That is a lot of floor space, but awesome.
Well, here's the thing, right? I mean, do you want them to focus engineering into the hardware that splices the filament and spits it into the printer? Or do you want to leave the engineering of holding spools in a well manner up to other people who are perhaps better at
it? The second one.
Time will tell.
I thought you were totally messing with me, messing with everybody on April Fools when you posted that. I was like, there's no way they're setting that.
The one that came with the 2, right? It was a triangle.
Yeah, now they went to
just a little bit bigger.
Well, and look, and like Joel says, it works, right? And so this is a start at. I don't want to downplay, but like minimal viable product, right? Like let's just get it out, work. Like Joel said, we'll focus on this stuff, and that's great. But I think there's a lot of room for improvement.
There is, absolutely.
Stay tuned for that, right? Real quick, Old Curmudgeon posted one very quickly here, said 35% is too small to handle for 0.4, at least.
Wait, 35% with a 0.4 nozzle. Wow.
So just a little too small to handle, but
the detail's pretty good, Curmudgeon. I gotta say, that did better than I would have thought at that scale. There's the alfalfa wisp.
Oh.
It's like the best part.
It is.
We'll call that the shift-o-matic. This is what's causing your layer shifts right now.
Yeah, that bridge testing for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
But nice work. I wanted to throw that out there, and thanks for submitting that. I know. I mean, congratulations to all the winners today for the Torture Toasters, Joel. I know you can't show us a lot on that other one, but we are.
When are we going to see more of that, Joel?
Out.
Yeah. You're going to see it Wednesday. Actually, I'm going to film the episode on it this evening, maybe even after dinner. I want to make sure I'm hydrated and properly nourished before I start talking about your wonderful Torture Toaster.
What is for dinner?
Mickey was going to barbecue salmon.
Man, you are a lucky dude. That sounds fantastic.
Yeah,
it does.
Good. It's really good.
It's good.
And then Wednesday,
awesome.
And then Wednesday, hopefully 6 a.m. my time, your time, Pooch. 8 a.m. your time, Jay.
Not the reverse like today on
Not
Twitter.
The reverse, not like on Twitter earlier.
Yeah. So real quick, we're gonna do this giveaway. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
What is time?
What is time anyway?
What is time?
Time.
Right. So we have 125 submissions going into the wheel here in a second. For the Green Gate. Yeah, let's jump into Chrome tabs though.
Joel's got his wheel shirt on right there, his pie chart wheel shirt.
Well, it's
Pac-Man.
It's a pie chart. Yeah.
Pac-Man.
This is actually courtesy of Green Gate 3D, who's with us tonight. And I don't think we quite got the red duct tape numbers, but we're close.
Maybe next time.
Here we go.
What are we spending for?
The first one will be for the translucent purple Green Gate PETG.
I do love a good purple. Who's it going to be? Must be present to win. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's winner of the Green Gate translucent purple is
Andrew S.
Congratulations,
nice job,
Andrew S.
Which Andrew S? Is it Andrew Sink or Andrew? Because there's another Andrew S that I confused with Andrew Sink.
I don't think it's Andrew Sink. I think he actually goes by Andrew Sink. This is your YouTube name, so it's Andrew S.
Or Andrews.
Yeah, Andrews. No. Let's see. What do we got? Olive drab. Here we go.
OD.
OD.
PETG OD. Goes to
Randy McFarland.
Congrats.
Congratulations, Randy McFarland. Nice work, everybody, for showing us your toasters, for entering to win. Thank you so much to Green Gate 3D, and thanks for
show me your toaster. Show me your toaster.
Did you ever think, I'll show you in just a sec, but did you, Jim, Pooch, did you guys ever think in your wildest dreams you would host a show where you would say the words, "Thanks for showing me your toaster"?
I mean, I kind of knew it was my destiny.
Here we go. Ready?
Oh, man. Wednesday.
I can't wait to see that. Video I might actually have to watch. I might.
No, don't do that. Just have Jim.
I'll wait for the comments. Just people describe it to me on Twitter, please.
I'm sure they will.
Somebody write a letter to me and tell me about it.
Right. Well, I know we're a little bit late, but thank you so much to everybody out there who donated tonight. We really appreciate that. It keeps everything going. Next week, we got a couple of announcements. Actually, we have one announcement. Let's do an announcement roll. Hit
announcement.
Hit the thing. Hit the thing.
Okay, listen up, everybody. Turn up your volumes. Announcement.
Attention, we have an announcement. Attention, we have an announcement. What was that? Yes, Mom. Yeah, okay. Mom, I'm doing a thing.
Mom, I'm doing a thing. Next week.
Mom.
Next week. What do we got, Pooch?
Oh, next week we've got Joel. You've met this dude. We're continuing the circuit of
Amazing makers.
Amazing makers, but
Amazing.
proper printing coming at us from the Netherlands is what I was trying to say. That guy, very talented guy, amazing mechanical mind. We're gonna get in.
Plus a gorgeous beard.
It's so I'm very jealous on all of it. Also, he's got serious. We maybe we'll talk about hair tips. He's got it all going on in multiple fronts. So we're excited for that. What else, Jim?
That's what we have for announcements today. But next week, I heard you have a sweet UPS rant again.
Yeah, I do. I don't know. Maybe I'll switch it up. Maybe I'll hit Joel could rant about FedEx.
Yeah.
Oh, FedEx and me are not friends. We are not friends.
And Joel is friends with everyone. So that has to be really bad.
I can't. It's FedEx lost a project that Captain Disillusion and I were working on together.
Oh no. Oh no.
Never to be seen again.
It included a prop from an 80s movie.
Oh. Is there any hope of it
that cannot be replaced? I kid you not.
Oh no.
That is tragedy, my friend. Tragedy. Yeah. And really efforts were taken, and they were just like, it's gone.
He had to recreate it in He had to recreate it in 3D modeling.
Oh geez.
Which on video, anybody would be good at that.
Yeah. Well, really, actually, is that the one I just saw on the 3D printingist nerd? Is that
3D printingist?
It's a side channel. It's just, he said, "Look what I got." The 3D printingist.
The printingist.
Yeah, printingist.
That's
it's a new
very
word.
Strange name for your channel.
Well, that's not his. That's why. Anyways, also Andrew S is here. Some people were saying he wasn't, but I saw him already in the chat. He is here, and I just wanted to thanks again for the three $50 gift cards for the winners of the Torture Toasters tonight.
Thanks.
Greengate. Thank you so much for the filament as well.
Thank you.
Anything else, Pooch?
No, that's it. I had a lot of fun. Thanks to our guest Joel for joining us. Always a pleasure, my friend.
Thanks.
High five to you.
I appreciate it. High five.
Enjoy some salmon. Tell Mickey and the kiddos I say hey.
Of course.
And someday maybe I'll come up again and join you for some of that sweet salmon. That sounds good.
That's right. Yeah, do it.
And join us next week from John from Proper Printing. Don't forget, #HotMakes on the Twitters, and you'll find us. Anything you see out there that's awesome, or anything you make that's awesome, throw it #HotMakes, and we'll get you featured. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with us. We will see you next week. As Joel would say, everybody.
High five.
Yeah, Joe!
Gary's gone wild.